moving their publishing to LA as part of a major overhaul. Marvel has been in New York for 90 years, over 90 years. As they started as Timely Comics, those who know the history, and then changed their name to Marvel in the 60s. But yeah, they're just like their competitor, DC, who moved there about a decade ago at this point. Marvel is now moving there, which I find fascinating because Stan Lee had moved out to California like a long time ago before he passed away. And everyone thought, oh, when DC did it, Marvel, they're going to do it right away too. And because everything's out there, but they didn't. Now they did. I don't think, in all honesty, like when it comes to making the comics, I don't think this will affect anything. Most of these guys work from their homes anyway. But do you think this is going to affect anything with the comics?
With the comics themselves, no. But yeah, Dan Slott not have to walk into the Marvel offices anymore. No, he'll be remote. It's just sad because to me, New York is just superhero city. You grow up with the comic books and Spider-Man's in New York City, and a lot of stuff happens in New York City in the comic books. And so I always thought it was a really cool aspect of things.
I think that's the difference. DC's stories take place in fictional cities. None of them are real. Oh, you can sit there and say Chicago is the is the model for Gotham, and I can't remember which one they say is the Metropolis. The model for but it's not.
I don't know, that's weird. A metropolis in the middle of Kansas, it's a little but anyway.
But yeah, that's the whole thing, is it doesn't matter where they are. But Marvel is New York. New York is Marvel. Them moving is a little weird. Like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko all said that they could look out their window and look at the skyline and know, okay, that's what I'm going to draw. There's the Chrysler Building. There's the Empire State, and I can draw Spidey swinging between them. That was the inspiration for what they were doing. So I feel like they're losing something with the company by moving there. However, hold on a second. I'm gonna do something real quick. Where is it? Okay. New York elected a socialist by the name of Mondani, who is the mayor of New York, and he has done everything in his power to push businesses out, and he has raised taxes to an unbelievable amount. And so I think that's the real reason Marvel decided now to move to Burbank. Yeah, taxes are higher in California, but if they had, instead of being spread out, having everything in one place, they can control it better. I guarantee they're moving to a place that's already owned by Disney. They're not getting a new building to be the Marvel headquarters. They're going to be in some Disney building. So yeah, they're getting out of New York. Like a lot of businesses are getting out of New York because the guy who's running it is trying to run it into the ground. All right. Just wanted to make sure I said that.
I smelt that coming, but I had the same thought. So glad you picked it up.
Yes. Yeah, because Kazan says it's closer to Japan. I know it's on your list, but God of War has been delayed. Oh, no, it wasn't on our list.
Yeah, I considered sending that to you. That is interesting, though. They do say the best ability is availability. But yeah, you don't normally see a lead actor get hurt and that cause for him to be fired. So he's either going to get paid for it either way, or I'm sure he's going to be talking to a lawyer. It is kind of crazy, though. But yeah, that's all I really could say about that. That's some really cutthroat shit.
There was one other comment I wanted to comment on. Where is it? Oh, here we go. The problem is the traditional comic book business is dying. Manga is blowing up. I would say that except for Absolute. Absolute proved there's still a possibility of life for comic books. I think people just want something new blown into the characters they like, and that's why Absolute is blowing up. And I think if Marvel took a page out of the book, they would be right back in the game. They shot 4 episodes of the series. He'll get paid. Yeah, I'm sure he has a contract. He's going to get paid either way. It's just how much.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish the thought.
I know it's a union thing, especially if he's shot 4 episodes. He gets paid for his time, and it's a TV series. It's not like a movie where it's going out and it's going to make money, and then he can make money on the back end. They get paid either way.
But obviously, he's not going to be on future seasons, though. He's not going to get paid for those.
Yeah.
So if it really blows up, he's gonna probably blow up.
It is ridiculous that, why he got fired.
No, that's like in the National Football League, right? Where your quarterback gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then the second string guy named Colin Kaepernick comes in, and then he takes you to the Super Bowl. And then a couple years later, he starts kneeling with the national anthem. They fire him, and then anyway, crazy.
Yeah.
It's got to make him feel like, I hope he's not watching this, but it does prove like whoever that dude is, I've certainly never heard of him, but he's certainly, you got to be at a certain tier. No one ever said, "Oh, Jackie Chan's hurt again. Let's just get some," you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be at a certain lower level for this to happen to you. He must not have been doing great. I'll be honest with you. This sounds like a little bit of an out taken here.
I agree. I feel like,
echoing me here. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
it could be an excuse. Yeah.
I feel like he probably wasn't working out, and they were like, "Yeah, oh, you're hurt. Yeah, it's going to cost too much money. You're out."
Oh no, you're hurt. Oh. Well,
I can't think of the actor's name. The original actor who was playing Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox.
No, the original actor, Schwartz. I can't think. There was someone who was cast before Michael J. Fox. And
okay, that's Back to the Future deep lore I'm aware of.
There was that movie, not, I was going to say The Mask, but not about the guy with the messed up face.
With Cher? Yeah.
Yes.
That was scary when I was little.
Yeah, Eric Schwartz. Eric Stoltz. He was originally cast as Marty McFly, and they actually filmed a bunch of scenes, and they were like quite a bit into filming, and they're like, "Yeah, this isn't working out." And because they originally wanted Michael J. Fox, they got Stoltz instead. After they were filming, this isn't working out, and then all of a sudden Michael J. Fox got freed up to be able to do it. And they're like, "Yeah," because they just didn't have the comic timing of Michael J. Fox.
Oh.
So anyway, what I was trying to say is, hopefully he doesn't end up like feeling like Stoltz. Oh, that could have been me. This would have been a great Spider-Man. Yeah, that was talked about in the 90s. Never happened, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think back to this though. I don't think it's going to affect the day-to-day business because, again, everyone I know that works in comics works from home. In fact, Dan Slott was just on, and he was working on a bunch of scripts, and he said, yeah, he's working on them at home. He doesn't go into an office to write them. But I think we're losing a little something by not having the Marvel in New York anymore.
It gives that San Diego Comic-Con a little bit more,
don't get me started on those guys,
credence.
So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about Marvel moving to California? Is it the end of an era? Let us know. Thanks for hanging out with us on this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast, where true comic fans come to geek out.
If you're loving the Cape and Cal conversation, smash that subscribe button right now. Ring the bell so you never miss a live drop, and head on over to our hub, superheroespeak.com. That's where you'll find full episodes, our socials, exclusive merch, killer blog posts, and way more comic book goodness. superheroespeak.com. Bookmark it. You won't regret it.
Appreciate you watching, true believers, and we'll see you every Sunday night right here on this channel. And until then, keep your powers in check and don't let your cape get caught in the door. See you next time.